regardless, Maple Treeway is going to be coming in. So, we'll see what can happen. Likely that third place has just done the strat to hop into the off-road to try getting a lower placed box. Because obviously you do then come out in still quite a respectable position with your low placed box. Kion does get a box. That will be a banana. So he's in a bit of trouble here if Crash does opt to backspam. And he's also... Oh, he does actually get run into the back of Crash. Not potentially a backspam, more a schlag. But I'll have to find out what Kion can do. Top 3 currently for Germany. Nero does get hit, but I think Nero should... No, I'm not sure what actually happened to Nero's red, but maybe he lost it somehow. And we do see a banana for Kion again. Not the greatest when you really want to be hitting the top 2 and you're just getting more defensive items, but Barney in third now. Powell coming in. Oh, I was going to say Shamron nearly killed his own team a little bit there, but we'll have to find out what Kion can do. 3-4 for Nordic. It's okay, but it's not good enough. It's definitely not enough given Germany's top 2 for a winning race, but...
Germany do seem to have a comfortable top 2 right now. Second, not so comfortable. First is quite a bit in the lead. And as I just saw, I think they have 5-6 as well, giving them quite a lot of the top positions. Kion is fourth of a shroom, hoping to take the cut, I'm presuming.
Yeah, he's going to be in that cut quite quickly.
Oh, Barney as well.
We'll see. Maybe they can get good boxes, but... Or shroom, I mean...
Not the best, not the worst of items. Yes, 2-3 now for NDC. With a shroom in third. Germany still taking their prime first position.
I'm not sure if it's ideal to be holding this shroom, if I'm honest. I'd rather be protecting myself if I was in Kion's position, especially knowing that Germany are the people behind him. But might opt to use it soon, or might just try holding it. It's kind of a weird play. He's not really playing offensively, but at the same time, the item he's holding isn't defensive either. The shock does come in though, and I believe Neon will pass. Shroom. Oh no, Barney gets the TC. So, I think Neon.
Someone a star as well. That could. If that was an NDC player, that could be an okay race for NDC. But if it was a Germany player, then at least 3 of the top 5 spots will be Germany's, including first. Cancelled out the shroom at the very end with that shock. Don't think it would have done much damage anyway. Kion definitely getting the second place. And as we wait, we'll probably see another winning Germany race. And must have been an NDC player, which means that is definitely a winning race for NDC.
It is a win. It's not by too much, but still a win, and that's a song we're skipping, I'm afraid, in the background. Basically, at this point, I know what songs trigger potential copyright in the copyright-free playlist, because it was a playlist that we've had since prior to some of these songs being copyrighted, so unfortunately, some songs that you're hearing, you probably will not be able to hear in the final version if they do get taken out, but I'm pretty sure we're safe for the majority of songs we're hearing, but regardless, we'll
you'd hope so, if they're in a non-copyright sound kind of playlist.
I think what we're going to end up doing for the elimination round is, just so that we're safe, we're going to have people request songs, and we're going to do all the research on them, as opposed to just relying on a playlist made by No Copyright Sounds or Monster Cat or whatever, because clearly they're not working out perfectly.
Especially if some of them aren't.
Some of them are definitely coming up and muting parts of streams, yeah. We've also had the MK8D side suffer from that a bit, but thankfully it only seems to pick it up when it's in the foreground, so normally when you're talking it doesn't particularly cause trouble. Regardless, Dry Ruins coming in, and Kion in this second place. Might want to be going for the sand hop. Actually, no, Ops to try playing it safe, but his hop actually isn't safe in any way whatsoever, as he Yeah, straight into the sand and losing more time.
Not opting to chain either, just holding his triple bananas, as Barney does have triple reds and gets bumped there, so triple bananas will not be optimal in 6th place. Going for the wall glitch and makes it safely, to say the least. Germany have 3rd, as far as I can see, and seems to have that 9-10, I'm pretty sure, as well. So
at least it might be 8-9 at this point, but Nordic have a lot of these mid spots, but obviously mid spots are no good if you've got nothing at the top, so they've got to hope that they can get 1 or 2 of these Germans out with their 3rd lap. We do see Nero fall down a bit.
Yep, he is holding the Mega, which does seem to suggest that he might have the shock. It was around 30 seconds when he pulled it, maybe a bit after, so an early one could have been pulled if he's holding this. He is in 9th place, making it not the most... Oh, moving straight to 7th there, just as I say that.
He might chain it here and get a dodge. No, I was going to say, if he dodged there, he could have maybe took the Ultra, but I guess he's trying the Ultra in the Mega, which is risky when they're going to dodge you in the in the cut. That was a Nordic shock from what it looks like, at least, but...
Didn't seem to save him any time.
No, and that doesn't save him any time either. That Cactus wants to give him a hug.
Behind the rock.
Cactus wants to give him a hug. Unfortunately, it's a hug that will lose him about 10 seconds, but...
Never good to hug a Cactus.
No, not exactly 10 seconds, but enough where he's in 9th now with a POW. Not the best of items. Might want to just get his team on... Yeah, gets his team before boxes, but unfortunately, as we do see, his team... definitely not many of the top 4 spots, at least, given how the POW was used.
Looking we do at the see top 4.
Nero. Oh. Just, unfortunately, we see a Kane in last. So.
Yep. And we saw Fox, I think, in about 6th place as well. So, does look like Germany got quite a few of the top spots. There was a lot of, they were broke at the top. The players were spread out pretty widely. So, I'd probably say that was a winning race for Germany. Unless NDC were at the very top.
No.
Yes.
Unless NDC are at the very top. No, that's 2nd. And 31-42 coming in for Germany. They are now going to be up, I believe, 25 after 3. Again, not the biggest, but we know what small kind of deficits can soon become very large ones. We've seen that 2 or 3 times today already. One in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, we saw Canada quite literally go from a -30 to a -134 in 1 GP. And, well, I say 1 GP, it was 4 races, because they don't have the GP system. And we also saw it here, as Canada were somewhat close. I think it was 45, and they ended up losing by about 145 after Mikey's unfortunate, probably historic, falling off of Cooper Cape that happened quite a few times to the point where he decided he didn't want to play race 12. Yeah, we will be seeing Toad's Factory come out for the German side, I believe, so they are getting their pick
1-3-4. 2nd is not much of an optimal spot. If 1st takes to the box, which might not happen if they want to keep the 1st or get a draft. 2nd will probably opt to try and get the box, and from what we could see, it didn't look like either of them went through it. Kion in 7th to pull. Ooh, almost getting hit by the Stomper there. A single stream in 7th, not what he really want. No boxes. He has got a box. Chaining for a red. Again, not really what he's wanting to get in 7th place. Oh, a golden in 6th. That is very optimal for this track.
It's optimal if he can hold it. We're going to see, will he risk the Shroomless? Will he make it? He will be making it. There we go. Good for him. So he's still got this golden. Does get a pretty decent low trick there as well. Getting past Nero, so...
Moving, I think, to 5th with this golden.
He's just got to watch out, because obviously Nero behind him could pull items. And actually Racer gets hit down, so Nordic in 1-3-4, and this golden is being used on the straight here.
He has moved up into 2nd behind Fox. Will he? No, he will not overtake, giving... That looks like a comfortable top 2 for NDC at this moment. attempting Shroomless again, and both of them making it, which has extended their lead.
Yeah,
another low strike.
Looking at how the baggers are playing, though, it looks as if Shamron doesn't have it. He seems to be trying to go after Nico, but Nico's now... Yeah, that's going to be...
There it is.
That's... Oh, no, that is a Nordic shock, actually. Nordic dodging in a bill, so... Maybe Shamron was just trying to fake out Nico. He definitely faked out me. In my brain, that didn't work.
I was thinking the same, so it was probably a good strat by Shamron there. And just single Shroom in second. All that Kion will need, most likely, to win this race.
Will he just play it safe? He won't be playing it too safe there. He does still go for the Shroomless, but does have this Shroom to claim himself some big, fat, juicy 15s, so... He's got a 15.
3 points.
Barney, Fox, everything. Ruby. This is a very good race for Nordic.
That did look like top 3, I think.
I think it might not be a top 3, but they definitely got 5 of the top 6 or 7 spots. Yeah. So they're in a good spot with that race. I'm not sure it'll catch them up completely, but it's definitely going to be bringing it quite close.
Shock definitely did help them. Most likely seen as NDC were quite near the target shock spot. You wouldn't have activated too many dodges. And Germany would probably have not been expecting that shock. And that is third for Germany, indeed. But top 2, 4, 5, 6 for NDC, which is a heavily won race.
That's actually very close, though, I'm afraid, for those who wanted a big deficit. That's definitely not the big deficit we were all looking for. But,
good for the tension.
It is good for the tension, as we do see...
NDC only 2 behind now,
and that,
meaning it could go either way.
Going to another song. Now. We're going to another song playlist, because I've been triggered by how many potentially copyrighted songs that one had.
Oh no.
That one had... For people that didn't know, Bastille was singing it, so I'm almost certain that's getting copyrighted if that's caught too long, but
definitely a good idea to move off that.
Yeah, I don't know how that's ended up in No Copyright Sounds' list. I guess it was a remix of them, but I don't want to take a risk if I'm honest.
Yeah.
But Nordic down 2. Let's have a quick look at the stream chat. Feel free to put a hashtag NDC win or a hashtag Jerwin, depending on what you believe. And
any MVP predictions as well? Anyone got any opinions on what's been going on so far?
This match is literally a case of... apparently they're currently tied. I'm not sure if we're right or if they are right, but I've put numbers in the sheet, so I'm probably wrong for typing the wrong numbers in. Oh
no.
the calculator decided that it was that it was a 145 to 147, so I guess we'll go with it.
Yeah, I guess we should until...
Apparently it is a tie GP. We'll give it a moment. No. We've got a few votes coming in.
At least we were close.
Moonview, at least we were close. Oh dear.
Does seem to be a mixed course poll.
It's certainly close. Okay. So we'll have a very quick verification on that. I do believe I'm probably wrong. Let's be honest. So let's go. Oh, that's they definitely aren't. They aren't up by that much. Yeah, tied actually going into that, and so not a 145 to 147 like my calculator decided to give me. Nordic though are in these top 3 spots, and they can potentially hold them, especially with the Kion's bananas. Could
definitely ready to block the cut.
Obviously though, Daisy are very good at these kind of ultras, so he'll be able to go for that maybe. They have tried double blocking. I don't think they've actually succeeded at all. And they might have, but K's made ultra regardless.
Many people have made the cut, taking away that top 3 straight away. And Triple Shrooms in 7th will not decide to chain them, and just holding them in 7th, probably for cut the next lap. Moving straight up to 5th as 2 people fell off, I'm pretty sure. Not sure what happened there.
Bit of a weird play, but we are seeing Kion in 5th now. With these 2 Shrooms, could potentially... Oh no, he's going to have to spam one there, isn't he? Yep, there we go. And it might just chain this one if we're honest, or might just go for the shortcut if it's not blocked, but we'll have to see. That looks blocked.
Time.
Oh no, they've unblocked it for him.
Nice.
And they've blocked it again.
They blocked it.
That's a shame. That's a good block if I'm honest, but
bit unlucky for Kion there to be blocked a second time.
Yeah.
And the golden innate, that is a pretty lucky item, I would have said. And Greg's green, will he just know? Yes, he is spamming the shrooms straight away. Just so he's not losing any mass break on anyone else. That was 4, 5, 6, 7 for NDC right now. Taking a lot of spots. It's
okay, but top 3 on its own is obviously enough to win a race. So if top 3 are Germany, then there is concern, but we know first's Germany because it's K.
Yes. If one of those players is NDC, they're alright. If not, then they're probably going to be needy. Oh,
that is going to be a target shock, I believe, coming in. Germany getting the dodge there off Neon.
Barney is getting starred.
Oh, Kion.
Kion, though. Failing the Shroomless. And straight into 10th.
Yeah, the pressure's got to him.
For the shortcut again.
Racer and Barney!
Oh, Barney.
Oh, Barney.
Rhythm.
Oh, Barney made it and Racer didn't. So, I guess that's good for Barney, not good for Racer.
Not at all. And a golden doesn't seem... No, it won't do anything for him.
It's doing absolutely diddly squat for him, I'm afraid, and they will be getting 8-9 off that.
Yeah, that did look like a good race. We see K in first, and probably the other spots, since they had top spots and then got the shock. You'd most likely think this is a winning race for Germany on Baz Castle 3. And as we wait, Kane did get first. I think that is just about a winning race for Germany.
It is by 1.
By 1, yes. Still keeping it very close.
Yeah.
Within 1 point. This does look like it's going to be a very close war.
Yeah, I mean...
Now that I've said that, it's probably not going to be.
Well, it was predicted to be quite close, but we didn't expect it to be close as in between 1 point.
Yeah.
At this point, we thought it'd be just shifting between each team, but we didn't think it'd be literally cases of ties, 1 point. I'm just trying to figure out if I've done my maths right. I think I have. We all know my maths is famously bad. Well, my mental maths on stream is famously bad.
Nobody seems to have disagreed in the stream chat, which is always a good sign.
No huge disagreements.
Yep. Very close between the two teams right now. It has been for only 2 races. It has been Germany winning by quite a lot to start with. But NDC have made a quick comeback to make it only 1 point behind.
Yeah.
And it is... Okay, there we go. Mushroom Gorge does seem to be not really a team pick, considering, I'm not sure which team that was, but there was a lot of them picking different tracks.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen a few of those today, these kind of non-team picks, I guess indiv picks, you can sometimes call them, but then at the same time, they technically benefit the team, a lot of these, because they're still tracks that help the spots that the team's got. But, yeah, I've seen quite a few today of these kind of rogue picks, we'll call them, because they're not particularly indiv, but they're still not what the team has majoritied. And I mean, this match is mainly just a battle to see where Germany end up in the group. Nordic, they know their place at this point. They have to win this war by about 170 to beat Germany, but if Nordic do win, and it's a 2-0-2 situation for Germany, Nordic and Canada on the results, obviously Benelux get first. If Germany win though, their point difference, regardless of how much they win by, is better than Benelux's. So basically if Nordic win, Benelux get first. If Nordic do not win, Germany qualifies in first and Benelux move to second. So we do see
there's
that
a lot resting.
And Germany in top 2 with that TC pass did happen.
Ooh.
So They're having a bit of a battle,
And a
actually. A
pass
bit
back.
of a fancy battle.
K. Ooh, that was a bit tragic for K. Almost passing it back. Did actually bump him after he had the TC, but wasn't long enough before he'd already been past it the next time. And K has been almost took out of the race at this point. Kion with triple shrooms in 7th. Not exactly what he needs.
No, we do see
Could do some damage, but
Fox is behind Kion as well, so Nordic don't have too many of these top spots if they have any at all. And with Germany taking that, we do see a Kane getting 6th and Ruby also finishing there. So we believe Germany are probably winning that race quite significantly.
yes, you can see in the background Fox and not sure who that was, but they did have the NDC tag. So unless that was the bagger, then they got a lot of the bottom spots NDC in this track. As we wait for the 30 seconds to finish, it does look like Germany have heavily won this. With Kion in 7th. And a top 3-5 for Germany, which is going to be quite a heavy win.
Yep, that's going to be a plus 30, sorry, plus 23, not a plus 30 anything. 25 to 48 will be the result there, so obviously Nordic going on 207 and Thomas's maths has gone wrong. Please call an attendant. Okay, that plus 46. Come on, Tom, we can do it. We can all do it. 239.
There we go.
That's not right. That's never right. That's definitely not right. First off, it's not 46, it's 48. So, I don't know what I'm doing there. So that's 191, and then you add the 40. So, 231.
Yay!
Yeah, maths
we
with
got there
Thomas.
eventually.
Oh.
If we ever go wrong, we can always check the stream chat.
I'm sure the stream chat are very... Oh, why do I keep doing that? We've not got connection issues. I keep doing that. I keep going for the stream chat and clicking where it says split screen instead.
No.
My maths hasn't worked, apparently. We'll correct it shortly. We'll give it a go. In fact, if
There's at least 3 other options for you to pick from there.
There's at least 3 other options. But we'll see what we get after Moonview Highway. It's really not gone well for me. Okay.
It really hasn't. Kion opting to get 2 boxes at the start and failing the chain of a single shroom at the second set. Not really what you want to be doing on Moonview Highway, where there's not many chances for boxes when you're in the middle of the pack. And he is in 5th with no item right now. NDC in 4th and 3rd, I think that looked like. Yep,
we will be seeing Nordic in 4th and 5th and 3rd. And K goes down, so 2, 3, 4.
Yeah. And a blue shell.
That's blue for Racer,
not
so...
good at all. Will he decide to combo with the red? Yes.
Yes, he does, and now they can just slag. It looks like he's actually lost both, so bit of lag happening. But we do see an NDC member even behind this, so this could be top 4 so far. We'll have to see. That is Barney, so top 4 so far. And a bit of a break as well.
A solid top 4. Yeah.
That is a shot red, though.
Yep.
Oh, it breaks!
On what seems to be nothing, it has broken, keeping the top 4 for NDC.
Well, Crash is first, so it's not a top 4 anymore, but...
Wait. Oh!
Yeah, Crash,
oh no.
Crash dodged quite significantly, so he's got a huge break in first place, but 2, 3, 4 so far for Nordic, and if they can get Crash out, that would be very good for them this race, but...
They're in the wait for the blue shell right now. And that is still a 2-3-4. Kion holding his chaining his banana in 2nd place. Hoping
you see Neon. Will he get readied in time? Yes, he will. No, he won't actually. And looks like Neon's still trying to pass that TC off behind Kion, but he's got to watch out. And it looks as if Crash is very comfortable in first place, as we see him with a what I'd probably call like a 4-second break, maybe.
Yeah. Unless he pulled a May right there, I don't think he could have lost that race.
No. And I think Germany actually recovered really well off that.
Yeah, the shock did take them into that comfortable first, and then they did seem to get a few of the other positions after that top 4 with a short lead from NDC. Showing how powerful the shock actually can be, just taking a top 4 on a pretty much, not heavily, but semi-heavily from run-based track, and turning it into, that is a win for, in fact, is that 1-3? 5, 7,
Yeah,
9.
that's
It's every odd
that's
position.
all odds. That is an all odds race. That's 32-41 in favour of Germany.
That was a good turnover from a top 4 with a little break from NDC, just showing how powerful like the shock can be. Taking Crash to miles in first, and all they needed to do was get some of the good spots after Crash was in first, giving them an even bigger lead now. What do we think the score is, Stunky?
Well, apparently my tie was a 146 all, but 146 all apparently doesn't work. But I thought it worked. So my numbers are very interesting, but the thing is, if it is a 146 all, my numbers definitely work, so...
There's a bit of a negative here. I'm not sure which one it's going to be.
I mean, the thing is, with the amount of races played, 73 does divide correctly. So, I think...
We're on the right track.
I think we're okay. I think we're okay for scores, regardless. It looks as if a few rogue picks coming in. DK Summit actually coming in from one of the Germans, and it will be DK Summit! Yeah, boy!
Oh, Team Germany just going rogue. Not sure who that was. Completely against every one of their team members. Just to pick this track. You'd really hope the German player does win this track now that he's forced his team to play this. Kyan starting off in second, and is that... Oh, very close between Crash and Akane right now. Not using his red at all, just in case. He is going for someone it will not hit.
Yeah, it's not going for K, but we are going to be seeing
good.
them hit the moguls, and Crash and K look like they're quite comfortable in their spots. If they can do the double that... Oh, Kion!
Kyan has been completely obliterated on the single cut before he even went for the double, putting him straight into 9th.
The thing is, I know that Kion used to really like this track back a few years ago. This was one of his kind of favourite time trialling tracks. I'm not sure if that's the case now, but it was definitely an interesting single attempt.
Yes, it was a bit slow for the other players. It looked like he had to slow down a bit too much, which just got him pushed straight off the track, basically. Someone had got TC'd, giving a star in 7th. Will he choose to change? No. That could mean their team does have to shock for possibly a cannon dodge, or just a dodge for himself at some point in this race.
Will he be going for this double? He does, and I think that's fine. That's a safe double. Well done to Kion for that, but now in 7th, he's got to see what he can do with this. I guess he's predicting a German shock, and he's managed to.
Could have been an NDC shock for what we know. Most likely is, unless he has predicted a shock really well. Does manage to pull the blooper. Not very useful for him at all, with the POW and the red coming in. And he dodges the POW. That was a rather weird POW dodge in the air. Another red coming for him. Hopefully only one. Yes, he does.
He's gone very slow, but he has got enough speed, and that will take him through the double.
Yes.
I was going to say...
that looks a solid 4th place.
That red will be connecting, though, will it? No, it won't.
No.
Shy Guy does. Shy Guy blocked.
Shy Guy helping out Team NDC here. I think they're wearing their NDC shirts today on the ski ramp.
Ski ramp, NDC, big fans. I mean,
Shock does come in on lap 4. Bit of a useless shock now to get. That could have meant that one team did have the shock. Probably not. As we come in, I'm not sure where the teams got, and seems to be quite a close race with top 2 for Germany. Probably means Germany got.
You say quite a close race.
Never mind.
Never mind. That is a 30-43.
Crash got 55 on that GP, which is quite insane. a big GP for Crash, and the scores are quite far in Germany's favour now.
Yeah, now Germany have gone from tying a GP to winning a GP by a rather significant amount. They are now up 46.
We did see this in the previous match, up about 46, wasn't it? 45, 46.
Yeah.
And we saw what happened there. Let's just hope Kion is not on Cooper Cape anytime soon. And just not decide to jump off the track at least 10 times. Hopefully he doesn't pull a Mikey off on that one.
We'll have a quick look at what can be done. We do see Fox now starting that GP again. Hopefully we can do... Hopefully they can make it closer soon, but there's a few comments saying Crash not streaming and suddenly big points. Don't think we're going to be calling any GCTs on anyone today, but
hopefully not.
Hopefully not in the World Cup, but you never know.
You never know.
We haven't seen hacks on our stream at the moment, at least, so...
We haven't noticed anything.
No cheats. We win.
Just very good players by Crash, I wonder. And Yoshi Falls, Kion is picking a short track. Could I don't know what that means actually. It does seem to be a range of tracks.
Yeah, Yoshi Falls is often a track where it favours the higher spots if they can just carry on with a run.
Yeah.
You can fall behind quite easily on the track though, so they need to keep the high spots that they do have if they intend to use Yoshi Falls to its full potential. Regardless, I don't think we're going to be getting it. Nope.
No.
N64 Bowser's Castle will be coming in from Germany, so we'll have to see if Nordic can do anything with the spots they have. Obviously still quite high spots, so it might benefit them if they can get some form of run, but not sure at this point.
Kion does wheelie wide just to avoid getting wheelie bumped, has retained triple shrooms in 5th, which he can possibly hold up at this rate. Nope, he has... Yep, he has got redded. Gonna be spamming one of those shrooms. And that was not what he wanted at all. 2 shrooms in 7th, 6th, 5th.
Yeah, he's getting past a few people, but he does run into a wall as a bit of a mistake from him comes in, but... Actually, why has he not got a chain? That's
a
bit of a weird play there. Goes for grass, doesn't really go for a chain. I guess saw the star and opted to try playing it safe in case the star wanted to deliberately get in the way or something. But regardless, he's now in 3rd with no item. And he's got to watch out for K's greens, which will rebound and they will... Oh, not connect.
Extremely close. He will be drafting K straight afterwards, and that takes him into it. Relatively comfortable 3rd for the moment.
It's relatively comfortable despite the fact that every spot around him is Germany. I'm not so sure on that.
That's the uncomfortable part.
There's Ruby.
At least he's got Ruby.
It's got a bit of company in the top, but unfortunately the top is still mainly Germany. That blue will come in. Ruby does fall down though, so not going to be a huge opportunity there unless... Oh, yeah, a bit of a combo attempt. Kion does manage. And Kane and Kion are taking up 2-3 at the moment for Nordic. We'll see
still
what can
first
be
place.
done. Yeah, Race is still in 1st, but there is a lap to go. He could get sniped there. Kion's tried it. Doesn't manage. But
would have been a very hard snipe. That could have been a banana at the very left. But no, it did not connect. That is a 2-3 for NDC still. With... not too much of a break.
Oh, and we do see that a Kane gets hit down into, I believe, 4th or 5th. We do have Kion with this red, though. That could be good to just defend if 3rd gets taken out, but I think he's too far behind 1st for it to really have much of an effect. So, yeah, he's
without a blue shell, it's not going to have much of an effect at all. A power coming in.
Ruby's TC's not going to help him at all. That red won't connect with Racer before. That jump, no.
Without a blue, Racer has certainly won the race. Kion in what looks like, unless there's someone right behind him, a very comfortable 2nd place. you'd think. Oh, shot coming in. Oh, and a blue shot.
Oh,
So close to the star on the ground. But
and
he's
they,
not managed.
yeah,
And
Germany
he's
gets dodges as well, and that is going to be really good spots for Germany off that.
moved down.
Shamron's start unable to work out for Kion, but
Extremely close to getting it, but just not in time. Just really close to getting the star. Would have been perfect for him, but unfortunately had got blued, which took him down to 5th. And top 4-6 for Germany.
yeah, that's one of those races that we were on about with the big wins. That was a 21 to 52.
Are Germany going to do it again from 45 in a GP to going up to over 100? Can we see Germany do it yet again?
Can I do the
NBC?
maths yet again?
Like Come on, Snooky.
I can do the maths. There we go.
Oh, yes, you can.
I've done the maths. So
Plus
I'm
77
afraid
for Germany.
for the Nordic fans that wanted them to plus 170 and somehow beat Germany, they're down 77. So
Unless they can pull off some penalty kart type shenanigans.
not
Like,
happening. I don't think it will happen if I'm honest, but
with all the massive conditionals and all of that, don't think they're playing with unregistered FCs. Don't think you do that in the World Cup.
well, we you never know. There's a certain player that we all know that tried playing for Australia. Unfortunately, wasn't Australian. Wasn't registered at all.
That was the problem.
That was a problem, and that will be sorted properly. But I'm sure
Yeah.
we all know of the situation. So no meme comments or no major meme comments at the moment. But
You can have minor meme comments.
minor memes. Grumble Volcano coming in though for race 10.
Did not seem to be the majority pick track. Only 2 people did pick it, meaning that they didn't actually completely decide on this track. But you'd think it would benefit the team, and Ken starting in 5th place, hoping for a box, and you just get one single red straight on K and gets rid of it.
He gets his. He's been ready twice for his troubles. How lovely!
Playing
1 red for
risk
2.
Did not work.
That was a 2-for-1 deal when Kion hits, but we'll see what he can do after that 2-for-1 deal has just ran out. And he does get these shrooms. Could potentially be taking that rock hop shortcut, and we'll be seeing. No, he's what the? Okay, he's not comfortable with the rock hop.
Before that, but I'm not
He's
sure
just
what he was thinking
yeah.
there.
He just decided that he'd use all 3 there.
So he got a bit scared last second to go for it with the risk of people being right in front of him.
Yeah.
He spawned and spammed all 3 of them.
If he was planning on taking that, you'd have assumed he'd have started using his shrooms a bit earlier so he could get more out of them, but didn't happen, I'm afraid. And
It seemed like a quick change of plan last second. And he is not seeming to use these shrooms.
and
And
that shot.
that has not
So he
paid off.
doesn't get anything there. Not sure who got
Another-
dodged, but that was clearly a dodge for the shortcut. He's going to just go for the stop. Doesn't make it.
Oh,
Does
no.
get the respawn though, I believe. Yep, gets the
Yes.
respawn, but it is in 9th and he doesn't get the start up, so he's now in 10th place with 1 lap to go. The first
The
few
top 2
spots are
players.
far
Top 2
away.
are broke by a hell of a lot right now.
They're sailing away. They're very happy in their spots. The bill
That's
means that the shot can be in play, but we do see Shamron off the track, and we do see Nico also jumping off the track, so no shock in play
predicting
just
a
yet.
shock.
No,
predicting
there won't be a
dodge in
shock.
Second.
There won't be a shock. Both of the baggers
Yeah.
have just fallen off, so
Unless it happens about now.
no. Oh, a bit late. Shock. I think TS'd 1 or 2 of the people trying to take the shortcut, so yeah, I guess Nordic got a few spots, but it's not enough, and we do see Germany's Neon try getting past Kion there, does manage. And
that could have been an 8, 9, 10 for NDC, I'm pretty sure.
I don't
Not a good race for
think...
them. Unless Germany got 10th, which I doubt considering the top 2.
This is the race where we basically go mathematically possible, and we just start using maths phrases.
It was
for a
already
little bit.
within the bounds of possibility in that last race.
It was within the bounds. Unfortunately, this is
Germany
taking it out of
top
bounds.
route
Out of
7.
bounds. Get a detention
Completely.
if you go through the bounds, but that's unfortunately a loss coming in for Nordic
the
there.
penalties would have to come in now.
I'm afraid that's going to be a 315 to a much bigger than 315 number. That's going to be 315 to, I believe, 416.
101. Do they want to break the 100 barrier? And they have done now, but will they keep it?
Do they want to break the 100 barrier? I think Germany want the 100 barrier, yes. They want the more points. Let's have a quick look. It's out of bounds.
Yes. Definitely. Unless... No, I think it is basically completely out of bounds now.
It is out of bounds. You get a detention if you cross the line between 1 and 3 p.m. Who knows? Who knows? Regardless.
Cooper Cape has been picked.
Oh no.
Could have been a meme type choice right there.
Please don't do a Mikey.
Kion, we beg you.
Please give us a final race. Mario Circuit coming in for the... I believe that was a... Oh, God. I'm just trying to remember Mikey's unfortunate event, but regardless, GCN Mario Circuit. I think I might have seen it once or twice, but not to that extent in World Cup, I'm afraid. But yeah, we do see Kion go for this box. Going to be triple shrooms. He'll probably opt to be using one shroom here. Yep, does the one shroom cut. Might just chain these at another box, or just try making the shortcut for more than one lap. I guess in his position, he'll be overtaking enough people where he won't have the chance to pull shrooms again, I guess. So probably safer to be holding these if he does want to take the shortcut.
We see a 2-3-4 for NDC with Germany in first, 2 shrooms in fourth for Kion, which is favourable for him. Crash in fifth, and we will see him go for the shroom shortcut here, with Akain making a top 3 for NDC. With a shroom in third. Does look good for NDC. If they had the shock, then that would be even better. Kion has drafted on his teammate, putting him in second with the shroom. Looking really good for Kion with Ruby's 2 greens in first for protection. Getting the low trick there as well. Final lap, he is looking really good at this point.
Oh, that shot doesn't make him look really good, I'm afraid. That makes him go from Mr. Nordic to Mr. No Points at this point, but...
Unfortunately, it does look like Germany have got the shock.
And Germany are coming up with shrooms and everything as well, so Kion could be hit out quite quickly if he does get hit whatsoever. K comes up. Nordic are actually holding on to these spots a lot better than they probably would have been expected to, given that most of Germany dodged and took the shortcut, but that POW is going to send Kion slightly wide, losing 1 or 2 more spots there.
Yep. Into 7th place. You see Racer and Neon at the back. Could be possibly still a winning race for NDC.
I mean,
you doubt it considering the shock.
Given that NDC are minus 101, I don't think a winning race is enough. I think they need a spectacular winning race, which they haven't got. It is mathematically impossible for people that didn't already realise it was impossible before this race, but
yes,
they would have wanted a spectacular win anyway. That, I believe, is going to be an odds for the runners.
Yes.
And a 12 to ruin the odds, but 40 to 33 coming in. So NDC now not losing by 100, but losing by nearly 100.
The 100 barrier has been reinstated.
It's been reinstated as they're now down at 90. My number's 94. Let's have a quick look at the stream chat. Yeah, I mean...
Mark has a point there. They have pulled a lot of bills in the higher positions when they must have had quite a lot of shocks to do that, you'd think, unless it has been extreme luck to pull the bill in 9th or 10th with the very low percentage chance.
I mean, Ace was saying it in the Canada match, though, that Nico, one of the most experienced baggers in the World Cup this year, is expected to be out-bagging people like Shamron. So if Germany are getting a lot of these bills, it's simply because Nordic can't hold what they do get, and once Germany have the shock, they know that it's safe to go for these kind of 10th place boxes and hope for the bill. Obviously,
no.
it's Cooper Cape.
It's Cooper Cape. Kion, just remain calm. That's all we ask.
Final race, and it's Cooper Cape.
Bit of deja vu coming on here.
Oh no. Yeah, we will be seeing Kion slow down for a box. I guess slowing down for a low place box there, as opposed to just slowing down for a box altogether, hoping for a golden or something to take the strap. Gets a star though. It's okay, but when he wants to take the golden strap,
in front and has got TC. That is Fox in a low position, probably 10th by quite a lot now, putting him out of the race for at least a while. He is holding the star in 8th.
Yeah, if he wasn't intending to hold the star, he could have just tried chaining there and hoped to get shrooms, but I guess...
Seems like he chained probably first set to try and get a golden in 8th. Which
it'll either be first set or this set to take the waterfall and then have another item with him, but no. Looks like he's still holding it right now.
You'd expect him to go for the first set chain, unless he is confident his team will get shocked, which is probably unlikely. Oh,
he's very confident. But yeah, we do see a lot of... we do see Nico actually there for Germany, just in that bit of grass, but we do see the red shells coming in against Kion, so he's going to... a fancy low trick to avoid one, but not to avoid that second, and has to use his star there.
When the 3 reds, he doesn't have much of a chance. And
another German bill!
And got redded the second he comes out of it. There wasn't much of a chance.
Nico's running now. That's why we saw Nico. Completely didn't realise. Yeah.
That's why he was holding a star, considering it was uncontested bagging on this race, I am assuming.
Yeah, I mean, uncontested is obviously going to be somewhat easier, but at the same time, they haven't actually really proved... Oh, there they go.
There it is.
Was that Fox using it?
Probably was. It looks like he might have pulled it in 11.
Oh dear, well the golden strat's going to be coming in. He does hit a few walls. He's got to watch out that golden actually takes him through. It does just about. And,
putting him into a very close 4th place right now.
Yeah, 2, 3, 4, but K's in first, so...
With a substantial break.
Yeah.
Without a blue shell or some kind of shroom cut. I don't think that would actually overtake, but...
Oh, getting hit by the Zapper, though, definitely will.
Yep.
Yep, there's Kay losing a few spots through that. Not sure.
Best of plays, okay.
I think actually Kay still got first off that. He was able to fend off just well enough.
Kane and Kay were very close on the line. So that... Yep, Kane did win. Okay, very close.
1, 3, 4, 6, 7, and 12. So Nordic winning that. They I guess get the record of not losing by 100 to Germany.
Yep.
So
they gave it their all for the last 2 races.
They gave it their all. They didn't break the 400 barrier, unfortunately for them, as they miss out. But that plus
Germany have 2 decent wins for the day now that they should be happy with.
That doesn't add up whatsoever. That is a shame.
Oh no.
Oh no.
There have been no DCs either.
Well, what we'll do is we'll go with that, knowing that it doesn't add up and knowing that there's a point that should be deducted somewhere. And I will quickly check that, and we're deducting Nordic a point. Sorry, Nordic.
Oh, sorry.
Goodbye, Nordic.
1 point away from that 400 again.
Yeah.
No, 2 away.
Now 2 away. That was absolutely heartbreaking. Kion's stream is over, so we'll have a quick look at the stream chat, see what happens.
And the last fuse of the war. It did look like Germany did get the majority of the shocks, which was what helped them. For example, Moonview Highway, when NDC had a top 4 break, and then Germany used a shock and ended up winning the race by about 10. It just shown
people are saying rip Nordic to the lack of 1 point. Someone wants Nordic to get 1 more point. No, I'm afraid when you've got a tied first GP and the tie has a 6 on the end, you've got, and the points they've got has a 2 on the end. It doesn't have a 0 or a 9 as the final result.
Very sadly.
It's going to have an 8 on the end if it's 6 plus 2, but... yeah.
Yes, the match is over. Unfortunately
over for Nordic, who... the They did okay for the first GP. They did okay some of the final GP. Unfortunately,
they didn't do very well on the rest of it.
It didn't do enough.
Yes, putting them down by 80 in the end. So
we'll definitely see what happens, but we're apparently going to be PM the bracket, so we have actually got the bracket graphic, and yeah, again, like we said, Germany won the point difference, so we'll show you a graphic that's not from our graphic set, that's not using our PSDs, because we have our own PSDs, but we have a visual representation that we'll show you very shortly. Actually, no, that's from that's our graphic set, yes!
Yes!
Yes, someone's used our graphic set. I was going to say, because the graphic that they used for the other stream had a different background, but they've put the right background on for Mario Kart Wii, but we will show you the bracket very shortly. Unfortunately, it's taken a bit of time for my computer to want to download that one, because obviously when you're stream hosting and you got all that open, it's going to have a bad time, but I'll very quickly show you the bracket.
I'm sure some people could already guess the bracket if you've been following the World Cup closely enough.
If you've been following it, then sure, but
considering there's 4 teams, it shouldn't be that hard.
There's 4 teams, but you never know. You might get the wrong order. You might guess wrong, but that's the graphic.
Yes.
So
there
we've
it
got
is.
USA playing Benelux for the first match in the winners bracket. Second match going to be Germany, UK. Obviously, UK and USA both very strong teams, but I think Germany are probably more happy to be facing the UK than they are USA, so...
Yes.
I mean, USA barely beat the UK last time after UK's attempt of a comeback, but we did definitely see that all 4 of those teams have the potential to be strong on their day, but, you know, there's still a chance for the teams that do get knocked out in the winners bracket, because there's a losers bracket in the graphic, as you can see, very nicely labelled losers bracket underneath with what you might find actually quite surprising in some ways, because you never really know what's going to happen in these brackets until the matches get started and you start seeing kind of things unfold. Some teams tilt really easily when it gets to the higher pressured matches. Obviously in the groups it's a lot easier, because if you've won a few matches you can be sat back and just expect to do a lot better, but if you're struggling after even a few races in a bracket match, you can sometimes have a bit of tilt. So I believe that's going to be next weekend, but that will be on the schedule very shortly, regardless of what happens, and I'm sure we'll announce it all for the match, but yeah, we'll very quickly get you the link for the for the schedule, and after that I think that's probably yeah, what's happening for people that don't know is you get this kind of, I guess it's winners, you can call it winners semis because there's only 4 teams, and then you go to the kind of winners finals, and then what happens is the teams that lose in the semis go down to the losers bracket, obviously, and from there they play. The team that loses the winners final goes down to match 5. So let's say UK and Benelux lose the first match, just because they're second seeds. No offence to them.
No bias.
They'd be here in this in match labelled 4. Then USA Germany play in this match labelled 3. Let's say Germany somehow beat the USA. They somehow beat the reigning champions. USA would go down to 5 to play the winners of match 4. Let's say because Germany won that match, they would go to match 6, and let's say the USA somehow wins their losers match. That means that the final could be Germany-USA. That's a nice walkthrough that probably makes no sense, because we used to use single elim where we didn't actually have a losers bracket, but last year we kind of implemented it and it has confused some people. Probably confused.
That made sense to me.
My graphics probably I'm probably confused myself here, if I'm honest, but hopefully that makes sense. But yeah, if you do end up in the losers bracket, you do end up having the chance to play the grand final.
Yes, which is quite a new system, considering
it's a new system for us, but it's been out for many, many years in other stuff.
Everywhere else. Not here though.
MK8 have had it for a long time.